Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of If Margaritas Could Talk, the Over 40 Chronicles podcast, where we sip, spill, and speak the truth with the salt on the rim and no filter in sight. I'm your host, Tracee Black, and Charity Jones is just in time to talk about getting active after 40. From TikTok workouts, gym fails, the matched-fueled Pilates girlies, and the soft life of the stretching in bed, we're all covering all the hype. That's what's happening today. Hi, Charity. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Tracee?
I'm so good. So good. Things are just rolling along. How was your trip to San Antonio? Let's talk about it.
It was amazing. It was so much fun. I did 3 shows in 3 nights. Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Got to close the show on Thursday night. That was my first time doing a 20-minute set, so I was excited to do that and get it on film. It went well. It was a dinner theater. My first time doing a dinner theater.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was nice. It was a really cool venue. It was really cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, they had all kinds of things in this huge building, and there was axe throwing behind the dinner theater that you could hear during the jokes, which is, there's always a challenge in comedy. At least no one got hurt. But no, it was a good time. And then I had my most memorable moment. Somebody was asking me this the other night at comedy. Was I had a returning fan. There was a girl that had seen me in San Antonio the last time I was there at the Artisan Craft Bar. And she came back. She had seen the flyer, came back to see me, and brought a whole table of girls. So, yeah.
Ooh, fangirling.
I felt like I had my first fangirl. I was so excited. And then I posted about her on TikTok and Instagram, and she found me on Instagram. So she commented on there last night. And so now I found her. She said she's going to come see me again next time.
It doesn't turn into a stalker sitch. You're like, I got my first stalker.
I think she's way too young and cute to be stalking this old lady.
Oh, gosh. That's so fantastic. Great job.
Thanks. It was a huge compliment.
Well, it's funny because you're up there and you hear this thump and you're in the mid-joke end joke, and then it's not quite the ba-dum-bum, but it's like a thump.
Yeah.
A natural little, band sitch. Anywho, We are getting into the fun stuff today. We're going to start with fitness trending again, but now it's more like aesthetic pleasing trends. Everyone's either lifting like a beast or walking like a cute smoothie. I don't know. I don't even understand. But anyway, so apparently this is a trend thing that's happening at the gym now, at the gyms out in the world. The hot girl walk. Like, what, sis? Have you been walking with attitude since the 90s, haven't we? But now it's rebranded with matching headphones and an iced coffee. Tell me your thoughts on this. Have you seen it?
Well, I mean, is it like the mall walk? That's what we used to call the mall walk, where you shake your hips and use your arms, and I don't know. I mean, that's how I walk on the treadmill.
Well, I think maybe what a lot of the reference to is now is hot girl walk is like you're just going to the gym and you're in your cutesy little outfit and you got a full face makeup and jewelry, and you're walking around the gym doing like little things.
Cutesy things.
Yeah.
I have noticed at the gym that the cute little girls, they like to get on the machines and play on their phones. It's extremely irritating when you're waiting on a machine. They don't do much weight. They just lightly lift very slowly while they're texting and TikToking. And I'm like, why are you even here? What are you doing? Except for being in my way.
What about doing like the cozy cardio? So, I mean, you could just do a little candlelight situation like you're referencing to, with just sort of lollygagging and doing whatever. You could be doing aerobics in your slippers. You could be, I mean, there's, it's a thing.
A woman yesterday that she was doing that, and she wasn't real young, but she was texting and just lightly pushing. It was the leg press. I waited and I waited and I waited, and I finally went over and said, "Excuse me, are you going to be a while?" And she said, "Oh, I was going to do one more set." I was like, "Oh my God." I said, "Okay."
I would be like, "Hurry up, let's go."
Yeah.
So is it about aesthetics, do you think, or is it about mobility after 40? Mental clarity, not needing a nap after putting jeans on? That happened to me this week. I was like, why does it take so long to get these jeans on? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because I need to get back to the gym. Let's talk about gym wear for a second. So everything is cropped, seamless, costs more than, car payment sometimes. The Lululemons, the Alo, there's all this great gym wear stuff for ladies. And I think it was Khloe Kardashian that might have started kind of this trend when, and her Lamar Odom, when they split up, she started on the gym trend, the whole gym installed in her house. And we're talking like a full gym, like you would pay money to go to with the really expensive equipment. But she was really big on making sure she looked good because it was part of the confidence stuff. So my question is, like, is it just the younger crowd trend, or are we seeing older people over 40 kind of still or trying this trend as well?
You mean the fashion athletic wear
the fashion
trend?
Like the matching crop top and all the things. I said that right.
I think everybody wants to look cute, but I don't know, because I just wear my leggings and t-shirt, whatever's clean. I am not one of the cute girls at the gym.
That's not true, because you are a cute girl at the gym. You're just not putting it all out there with the matchy tight stuff. And
maybe once I'm a little more shapely and slimmer, I'll want to go do that stuff. But another trend I've seen is the young girls, they're wearing huge sweatpants. It's like almost like boxers, like the fitted wide band at the top boxers, and then huge sweatpants, like can barely stay on when they move. Like the boyfriend pants look. I don't know. But there was at least 3 girls yesterday with the crop top and the baggy, oversized sweatpants. And we were talking about sweatpants coming back on another episode. Yeah.
The last episode. I find it interesting. Holly and Nero were talking about how there's these posh gyms. So instead of Anytime Fitness, or what's your gym down there?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah. So similar, right? We have Planet Fitness up here too. There's the Nash gyms. There's like a bunch of different kinds of gyms out there, but there are like poshy gyms. I guess it's kind of like poshy to having to pay a copious amount of money just to go to these gyms. So they were talking about, it's like the celebrity aspect. And they said it was the most intimidating thing they've ever done. They went in and these women are decked out in full makeup and jewelry, and everybody's gorgeous, and the men are buff, and everyone's fit. And I'm like, nope.
No. Way too intimidating.
So you have to be perfect to go to the gym, is what you're saying, to be accepted into this posh gym situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be there. I don't know if Charity Jones will be present in the posh
Charity
gym.
Jones is going to be, she's already a hot commodity. She's going to be Charity Jones, extra hot commodity, like a hot chili pepper.
I would like a eucalyptus steam room. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, and a pole. I did look at a really nice gym, but I thought it might be best if I proved to myself I was going to go first. So I did the Planet Fitness, and I thought if I could do that for a year, then I'll upgrade. And because I would like a pool. I think swimming is a full body
so
workout.
Good.
It's so good for you. So
my pool is my life in the summer for sure.
Yeah.
Have you had any bad gym moments? Is it like a thing where people are standing around observing other people, depending on what your intentions are with it? It could be really distracting.
Well, I mean, everyone's observing. I mean, I make sure I get on a treadmill that I can see all the weightlifters.
Oh. Is it strategic move, though? I think that's what the point of it is. There's nothing wrong with that. Because isn't it more motivating when you're looking at something, it's a nice view?
Yeah. And I mean, the TVs are right above them. So, it's inconspicuous.
And a little bit of muscle flexing and so on. And, not that we are trying to make men feel bad in any way, shape, or form that they are being oogled over at the gym, but it is a thing. And it goes back
I'm
and
sure
forth.
they love to be oogled over. I would love to be oogled over. They can look at me. In fact, I was somewhere the other day, and I told my friend, I was like, sometimes I just want to be catcalled. Why can't
Right.
someone catcall me?
Woo woo. Yeah. Yeah. Do the old whistle like back in the day where you could be walking. I don't, was that a movie thing or did it really happen? That's my curiosity, I think, for, did it really,
I think
did that really happen?
really used to happen.
The Marilyn Monroe days, they said it used to happen, but it was Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't know. I think about something really funny happened. I had a gym moment about, I would say a good 10 years ago. And I was going pretty consistently. And I had a new trainer. So the trainer's like, we have to do this strength training because I have a hip issue or something. I don't know. So I had to go up and down on this really steep box and do these balancing things. And he had me switching legs back and forth. Well, in the realm of the little area that he had me in, there was also some type of a apparatus just above me where I could grab on and hold on to. But what ended up happening was some point during, I had bent down either to tie my shoe or to do something, and I got up, but I went to get up and I hit the back of my head on part of the machine, like the metal, and it knocked me out.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, I blacked out. I was on the ground laying there, and then I kind of sort of come to, in the movies where there's people's faces looking down at you? Yeah. That's what happened. And the guy's going, are you okay? Are you okay? And what happened? And he's like, I don't know. You just went down. I was so embarrassed. I think my face must have turned 50 shades. And I was like, I think I need to go. Like, I can't stay here because all eyes are on me. Everyone's looking at me if I'm okay. And it would happen to be a day where it was filled with bodybuilders. And I need to go now. Pick up my shame and throw it over my shoulder and walk out of that place. Hey there. Got a brand with personality? Then let's talk. On If Margaritas Could Talk, we sip, chat, and connect with a community that loves good stories, good laughs, and living life out loud. Your business could be a part of that vibe. From bold brands to fresh startups, we've got ad spots ready to go. So grab a lime and let's mix something great. Hit us up at podcast.imct@gmail.com or visit us at ifmargaritascouldstalk.com. Cheers.
I've had a similar situation. Yeah, I didn't hurt myself. I was at a Pilates class that was really intense. I'd been biking a lot and I had done a 5K and I thought, oh, I can do this. No, it wasn't Pilates. It was bar. Kind of like Pilates, right? But anyway, so it was this bar class and I had not eaten much that day. I'd had like some nuts and, I was on an intense calorie deficit diet. And, oh my gosh. Yeah. About midway through the class, I started feeling lightheaded and I thought, that's okay. I'll just do some modified, poses. No. Oh my gosh. I went down. I totally fainted in the class. And then I was like, I'm fine. Like you said, everybody's over me. And, I got up and walked out. Passed out again in the lobby.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They were trying to call an ambulance. I was like, no. But,
don't do it.
It was so humiliating. Yeah, it was mortifying.
Yeah, and those gym things are humiliating. Did I go back and show my face again? I think I tried to go like off hours so I wouldn't see anybody again. And then when I go back, the trainer's like, are you going to be okay today? I'm like, maybe just keep me away from the big equipment for a little while till I sort this balance issue out or whatever the heck that was.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
I definitely never went back. Never.
No.
Never showed my face in there.
The walk of shame. It's a different kind of walk of shame. No.
Not near as fun.
I'm just going to tuck my humility in the back of my pants and walk out. Okay. So back, I don't know. I want to say maybe the trend started about 10 years ago with the boot camp stuff. And so it originally stemmed from like a military style of training to get you into being more committed to your gym workouts. 10 minutes in, I tried one. My best friend, she's like, let's go to the boot camp. Ooh, so you pay $65 or something. I don't know. Can't remember. It was a long time ago. And we go, and 10 minutes in, I was like, I am out. I questioned all my life choices in that moment. And I'm not made for this. You know, I used to be a professional dancer in Latin ballroom. And I used to run marathons. I used to run half marathons, 10Ks. I was a runner every single day. My life was always about fitness. But after you slow down and you stop doing those things and you let your body, you're not still pushing your body hard, and there's so many changes. It was hard. Like the cardio part of it, I was like, whoo, this is a lot.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a Starbucks coffee in my hand than do this right now.
We do have a similar thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's not called boot camp. Maybe it'll come to me. But yeah, they do, you know, like whole body things, like flipping the tractor tire and pulling the heavy objects. I haven't forced myself to do that. I think strength training and a little cardio is good for me.
Or what do they call it? It's like you're using all of your body muscles in different strategic movements.
Is it calisthenics?
It's something, yeah. Again,
like
just listen to us, two clearly very good gym buffs trying to figure out what things are called. We are doing our best.
That's right. Hey, I'm making it to the gym, so that's all I can do.
That's the most important thing. Yes.
I'll learn the lingo later.
The lingo. That's the funny thing about it. I'm not a person that enjoys going to the gym. To me, it's not fun. If I'm going to do some form of body exercise for my body, I like it to be fun.
Yeah.
So where your mind kind of gets to rest, you don't have to put a lot of thought into it. And I feel like when you go to the gym, it's all the counting and the, you know, having to worry so much. And then you worry if someone's watching or looking. And it's very like, I think it's the ADHD in me where I just am like, I get, shiny. Right? What was I doing?
This is the first time in my life. Well, I shouldn't say the first time. I've really enjoyed it going back this time. I've only been in a couple weeks, maybe close to a month. I've been working out at home. It's the first time I've ever had this much time to care about myself. Being an empty nester, I've only been 2 years on no children at home. It's been fun to go and not have the pressure of like, I got to get home and get dinner ready. I've got to get the kids to bed. I can go and spend as much time as I want there. And what's really helped me is I'm on my 4th Chelsea Handler book. She talks all the time about, well, I got on the treadmill to watch TV. I got on the treadmill because I got stressed out. I got on the treadmill because I was bored. I got on the treadmill. And just her talking about it being such a huge part of her exercise, being a huge part of her life. And, you know, her being an inspiration of skiing at 50 and being so active. And I thought, I've just got to get it over the mindset that this is a choice. This is something I'm going to have to do if I'm going to travel on the road and try to stay healthy and age healthy. I'll tell you the biggest motivator for getting back in the gym, and this is funny, or I thought it was funny, was seeing our animations, our promos, the AI video of my face.
Oh, God, girl.
But it was funny to me because we had done that whole episode on confidence, and then the whole day I couldn't even look at myself.
Oh no, that's not what it's supposed to be. I'm so sorry.
Well, it wasn't just that one. I've made some AI TikTok things too, and I think, is that what I really look like? And I thought,
but remember this for 1 second, it's an animation. So even when they do the baby ones are super chubby. So if you look at any person that does the animated, of course, we're trying to do that as like a funny promo. Haha. I don't think anybody really cares.
Well, no, I don't think so either. But I thought, you know, if I really want to look better, it's my responsibility. You know, it was just another motivating factor.
I think it's the animation graphics itself that doesn't do it justice. I think you are beautiful.
Well, thank you.
It's just like this weird, like even my eyeballs, they're all like all over the place and giant. And one's half closed and one's half open. I'm like, why is that happening? And I think it's because I have glasses on, so they can't see the eye stuff. So the animated stuff is fun.
Well, and just seeing videos of myself all the time. You know, I've been rewatching my comedy videos, and it's hard to watch yourself on stage all the time, you know? And if I really want to look different and I'm not happy with it, then it's my responsibility.
Yes, absolutely.
It's made me a lot more confident. Even though I don't look different yet, I feel like I feel different.
You feel it's a different vibe inside your body. You feel the vibration is a little higher. And like even just doing this and being now on YouTube, and we're doing now the audio and the video, for me, like, just like you, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to be putting my face on all of this because, when like I'm older than you are. And I've just gone through so much in the last year. I'm only 9 months post-op mastectomy. Yeah. My hair is all falling out and just different medications and all that kind of stuff. And okay, so how am I going to look on this situation? So we're doing our best, right? We're trying to figure it out, do our best. The goal is to do the exercising, to do the body positivity, and autonomy, I think, is really important, and how we view ourselves, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It matters how we feel and what we think about ourselves.
Right.
So, yeah, it's all about those things. So good for you, though. I'm so proud of you for getting back at it. I hope to be there soon. I did a 20K bike ride. That's, I guess, 16 miles or something for you guys. Last weekend.
Nice.
And it was so invigorating and it was so fun. And my butt hurt for 2 days. It was like, I haven't been back on this bike in a hot minute. So my butt was hurting, but okay, well, it's a small win regardless, just like you said, with the books with her. And of course, Chelsea Handler, she's known for being out doing her Aspen trip every single year with no clothes on and skiing down the mountain, sometimes with clothes, sometimes without clothes, sometimes smoking, sometimes not smoking, sometimes having a dog in a backpack on her back.
Right?
I don't understand it. But do you, Chelsea Handler? Why not? You live once, right? Some of the funny things too that I kind of look at, there's a really great trainer. Her name is Tracee Anderson. She's out of California and she's a Pilates instructor. Like celebrities pay her big money. And a lot of her training videos and stuff are basic, simple movements with weight and a lot of transitions and things. But apparently you can just get a super banging body by doing all of the transitional stuff with Pilates. So that is kind of good. I'm hoping that's going to be my next venture.
Yeah.
There's a Pilates workout equipment thing you can buy from Amazon because I'm cheap. So I'm going to try that.
Well, I think you should.
I'm not going to invest no big money until I try it. Back in the day, you could go sign up for a gym membership. I don't know if it was like that for you guys. Oh, it'll cost you $12 per month. And you never go.
Right.
You're spending such a little amount of money. And then now when the gym memberships are larger, higher amounts, you feel like this is a large amount of money I'm spending every single month. I probably should go. So maybe there's a different mindset with the cost involved.
Yeah. Hey, whatever motivates you, whatever gets you there, right? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. What about gym talk? Everyone's creating content. So are you picking up on any gym talk content on TikTok with instructors and health gurus and stuff?
I haven't. My TikTok feed is pretty bland.
Yeah.
I've been making TikToks at the gym. On my Instagram, I watch more probably fitness things, fitness reels. Have you seen a lot? What have you seen trending on TikTok?
I think a lot of it is like health motivation stuff. Same like you. I haven't tapped into watching videos and so on of, the hype of doing and creating the TikTok stuff. When we start to skew the lines a little bit, and this is just probably my own perception, but it's like one of those things where you see it, you scroll very quickly. Like, I don't think that's going to be of interest. So it's definitely, the algorithms aren't going to pick up that that's what I'm needing in my life right now. I'll stick to my pool and my bike riding. I think that works for right now.
Yeah.
The Pilates princess era, that's kind of what sort of is on trend right now, where again, doing all the things. What about yoga? Have you ever stepped into the world of yoga?
I have. I did it years ago. It's so good for stretching. And I do a little bit while in my stretching routine, but to do like to say I just did some full class of yoga or whatever, I haven't done that in years, but it's so good for you. But I like to just keep moving. It's kind of slow for me, but it's so beneficial. I should do it more.
Yeah, the movement's super important, like you said.
I've been focusing more on the cardio and the strength training. I have done some research on that. We're using ChatGPT, not TikTok. It's great for menopause. It's great to ward off osteoporosis. The high impact on the bones helps promote new bone cell growth, and we can get weak as the estrogen drops. Our bone marrow or our bone growth declines. I think one thing said that you lose like 6 to 8% of your bone mass per decade.
Mm-hmm.
So if I've got 40 more years, that's 8 times 4. That's what, almost 40% of bone mass. It's insane. If I make it to 80.
Yes.
So, and it talks about, when you get older and, the slightest thing, you can get a fracture, and that strength training really helps with that. It helps, like we talked about, with your mental health. You release all the chemicals and serotonin and
the serotonins. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the hormones, which can help with menopause and the mood changes and the hormone changes. So, like you said, the metabolism pretty much dies.
Yeah,
it goes away.
It just ghosts you.
Yeah, it ghosts you. That's what you said. That was a good.
Yeah,
one.
And just like that mini series I talked about, that where it just ghosts you. Mine is gone. Like I'm like, knock knock. Are you still there? Nope.
Well, with the strength training, the muscles.
Yeah,
they can bring up the metabolism because they continue to build throughout the day, not just during the workout. So, but I've always been a cardio person. I thought I've got to lose weight. It's got to be cardio. And that's kind of been my trend lately, is researching all this strength training through menopause. And I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing the machines. I just do the little circuit at the gym. I don't.
Which is good, right? I did notice one thing. It was interesting when I did have a trainer back years ago. He said, if you're going to do the circuit, it's really critically important to understand, because everybody just sort of goes on it and does it without thinking about strategic movements with it. Even though you're doing the circuit itself, which is great. You know how they have those little placards on there that show you how to do the muscle movement or how to do the machine?
Yeah.
I think they're great machines. They're fantastic because you know what it does? It's going to target all the areas that you probably wouldn't think that you needed to target. But if you're doing that whole circuit, why not? It's good. So good for you. Yeah. Absolutely.
I try to make sure I keep the good posture. I adjust the seat to where my knees are at the little orange dot that they're supposed to bend at or whatever. I was talking about motivators. With my mother belly over here, I felt like that the back pain as I've gotten older has really increased. And so that was really my first thought, is I've got to do something about this back pain. And so I've been trying to focus on my core. I don't like the ab machines. I feel like I hurt my back every time on the ab machines. I could probably use a trainer to show me what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure it's my form or something, but.
Well, and that's the thing. So there are like some interesting other strategic movements that you can do, even in a chair, by lifting your knees up, coming towards you. Yeah. So that you're supporting your lower back instead of using your lower back or your core. You're using a different part of your body to strengthen that area. And actually, I learned this there's a guy on Facebook. He's fantastic about understanding if you have limitations with certain areas. Like for me, I had 2 spine surgeries. I do have same thing. It can take a minute for my back to just snap again. So I have all really a high level of anxiety and fear about getting injured again. He was really great on teaching how to do these strategic movements, sitting in a chair and also standing with, especially like the stretching bands and stuff, and using resistance training. So good. Yeah. So good for sure. No, I'm super proud of you. That's so great. I will be there again. I just have to keep swimming is my deal. Actually thought about going back into dance again. I don't know if my body can take it, but you don't know till you try. And like I said, I don't know. The trends, all the things. Does it sit in the back of our mind when we go into the gym and we're like, okay, I'm here for a purpose. And then there's the gym talk and the socialization and kind of everything that goes along with that. Is it a place to meet somebody, do you think?
I think it could be.
Is like a hookup social place where you got eyes on somebody, especially if they're
I think if you're going, routinely and you start to see the same people every day, I'll let you know. Give me a couple more weeks of research. I have noticed that I do see the same people. I'm sure they notice me. I guess it just depends on if you have the nerve to go up and talk to somebody at the gym. I probably wouldn't go talk to somebody, but I wouldn't mind if they approach me.
I'm going to ask you what your pet peeve is. My pet peeve is seeing people take a snapshot of themselves at the gym and they're standing and posing and they got the camera and the phone is turned the opposite way and they're taking a photo of themselves because they want to put it on social media. What's your intention with that? Is that just to look good on social media? Is that to have attraction because you're showing that you're working out? It's a pride moment. Is it an ego? What is it? Because back in the day when you went to the gym, that was not a thing. You left your phone in your locker,
Right.
You went, you did it. So what is with this? Is it the I'm on trend and look at me, I'm working out? What is it? What's your pet peeve? Do you have one?
Well, I guess people on their phones, on the machines, not getting up and doing their reps and messing around. The treadmills don't matter as much because there's usually another treadmill, but some of them just barely walk on there on their phones. And that's whatever. But the machines, I feel like it's disrespectful.
I used to listen to music from my phone. So I would have my phone on me, but it would be in the little like tucked away or in the strap thing or in my wherever in the waistband strap thing so that it's got out of the way and you're just listening to the music and going. But you're focused, right? Whereas I think now it's this trend to sort of be like, oh, look at me, I'm at the gym.
Well, and I don't know if you've been to the circuit room in the Planet Fitness, but the light comes on, it's green, and then you change when it's red. Lately, these guys come in and they use the bicep machine and they keep taking turns. They use it forever. And I'm like, go to the main part.
Right.
I'm afraid I'm going to look like the Karen being over there like, you're not using the light correctly. Use the light, But a couple more times and I'm not going to care because they keep getting in my way. Like, I don't mind if you do that, but when it's my turn for the machine, get out of the way. Like,
you're like, just move it along, man. Just move
but
it
they
along.
are really young and cute, so
You're like,
maybe they're coming over there to look at me. Maybe
do I stand and watch or do I step into the mom Karen mode and say, beat it? Yeah. Too funny.
Play by the rules or get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. This is a great conversation because, of course, over 40, 50, 60, our bodies are changing. And you talked about the osteoporosis stuff, especially when it comes to the hormones for women. So having a lack of hormones as you get older. I have literally no hormones left because everything is gone, right? So when that happens, I'm actually noticing that my body, it takes so much more to recover now. Like, how are you doing in terms of, how they say it usually by day 3, you can feel a lot more, or day 3 after you do a full workout, that your body now is just now starting to rebuild and the muscles are repairing themselves when you're done. Well, I don't work out that hard to have any kind of pain.
Have repair.
That I know of, right? Because maybe it's repairing, but I'm not pressing huge amounts of weight where you're doing any kind of damage to the muscles and creating that stimulation within the muscles, right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about supplements. Any kind of thing on your radar for supplements that you're doing in terms of like protein powders?
No, I haven't.
I noticed that Kevin Hart he's put out a new product and it's all going crazy. Like he would slap a celebrity's name on a product and it just goes crazy. But apparently it's broken down with a ton of vitamins in it. Every time I see the thing come into my email saying we're out of this product, the people are really buying it up, but the reviews are really good.
Is it mainly nutritional or is it like have a pre-workout element?
So I think it's nutritional along with like all the fundamentals of a protein shake situation with really good flavors. And that there's a few women that have done some reviews on it that said that it was probably out of all of the different supplements that are out there in terms of protein powders and so on, that it's amazing. It has everything in it that a woman needs for their body. So
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll put it in the podcast today. So if anybody's looking for Kevin Hart's new product, apparently the reviews are quite good on it. So maybe check it out.
I do keep skipping dinner. I probably should just go ahead and do a protein shake.
So we're not just working out obviously for the physical component of it. I mean, we are, but the emotional and mental resets are also important, and the alone time. Do you use it in a way that is I need to just shut down the societal stuff so that I can just wrap my brain in this moment and take a beat. Yeah, take a beat from the daily stuff, right?
Yes. Anytime I get stressed, it helps. And, with comedy, anytime I'm really nervous about a set coming up or a show or travel, I always go on a walk and go over my set. And I don't like to do that in the gym because I like to take in the nature and the relaxing sounds and feel the wind. And it's to get me grounded again. And I feel like I need to be outside for that. Now that it's getting hotter, it's going to be harder. But I definitely use walking as a mental reset when I get too stressed. But the weightlifting has really become, a good outlet too.
That's so good. It's like you're not really chasing the abs. You're more chasing the peace.
Yes.
So, and able to chill your mind and stop the noise. I think that's really important because we don't get enough of that. Yesterday, I happened to have a bit of a busy day yesterday and a longer day, a road trip. And on the way back, I was like, I don't want any noise in the car. I just want quiet.
Yeah.
I don't want the radio on. I'm not doing any of the things, just quiet so that I can just drive and have my head just be calm, my space. Mm-hmm. And we are constantly around noise, right? Yeah. So when you're trying to incorporate health and fitness and all the things, I think it's perfectly fine to step away from it and just ground yourself in those moments, because that's really what it's about, is strengthening not only your body, but your mind as well, right?
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, another thing with exercise and strength training is that you sleep so much better. I slept through the entire night for the first time in years, maybe. I can't remember. I woke up and the sun was up and I thought, oh my gosh, am I okay? Like, I always get up multiple times throughout the night. And I guess it's just being so tired, pushing myself so hard that, yeah, the sleep has been amazing.
For sure. Do you think that it's easier to work out when it's nicer out? So when the seasonal changes happen, I don't know if you and I have ever talked about this, but I'm definitely a seasonal person. Like here in the Pacific Northwest, I don't know about where you are in Tulsa, but in the Pacific Northwest, we get so much rain and it's very cloudy for our winter. It's not cold. It's just wet and it's cloudy. And it makes you just want to be inside and hibernate. And same thing with countries that get a lot of snow. Do you think it's harder to work out during those times? Are you a seasonal worker outer where you feel more motivated just during the times when it's brighter and sunnier, or do you feel that it's a commitment where you're good with the seasonal stuff?
I think I'm a little of both, but I would probably lean towards being good with the seasonal stuff just because I like to keep so busy. So I stay active just doing things in general. I don't like to work out in the heat. And then it gets really hot here and it stays hot and it's muggy. It's very humid here. And so that's been one thing. And I've become heat intolerant as I've gotten older.
Yes.
And I feel like the sun affects me worse or more. So I like the gym for that it's air conditioned. It's heat controlled. I guess everybody still has some of that, wants to stay home and get cozy and watch a movie by the fire. Yes. I try to get in the habit of watching TV while doing hand weights too. That really helps.
Okay.
Yeah. If I don't want to go anywhere, I'll just get in my pajamas, grab my hand weights, and try to do some arm stuff or some squats with hand weights while I watch TV. And then I feel like I've accomplished something and I go back to my recliner.
It's so good. It is so good. Because you know what? In that moment, you're making a choice just to do it. Even though you're like, okay, I don't need to necessarily go right directly to the gym, but I'm still going to create this movement with my body, which is helping with strength training and the stretching between Netflix episodes and finding that time in the space. Why not? You have that time. So, make a conscious choice just to.
And dancing. I dance in the kitchen
dancing
all the time.
Jam. That's my jam.
Yeah. You can get all kinds of leg exercises in if you dance, a couple songs, good 10 minutes. If you do 10 minutes of dancing a couple times a day, you can get up to your 20, 30 minute cardio real quick. And squats. Yes. I do 10 squats at work. I'll get up from my chair watching TV, get to go to the bathroom, and I'll do 10 squats first. And by the end of the day, I've done 40, 50 squats.
You know what I always wanted to try? Oh, we don't have it here. And I'm like, I need to find somewhere I can do this. It's where you are strapped into the bouncy bungee cords that are to the ceiling, and you're doing all this exercises, but you're strapped into it, and you're like running and you're jumping and flying. And I so want to do that. I'm like,
oh my gosh, the bloopers on social media of those classes are the best. I will go do it with you just because I'll probably be one of those people flying around that can't get to their feet again.
We got to find a place. So when I come to Tulsa, or you come out this way, we're going to find a place and we're going to try this, because I think then we can videotape it and do a whole episode on it. It's going to be insane. But it looks so fun. So for me, again, it's back to that. I need it to be fun in order to want to do it. And that's my weakness, because it's when it's mundane and you're just on that treadmill and the grind, you're like, this is so not fun. And I have, the habit of just like, okay, I'm listening to music, but I'm more into the music and I really just want to dance in this moment than be on this treadmill. So then you see videotapes and spoofs and TikTok things of people dancing on the treadmill. And I go, see, that's me. I could totally want to do that. But I would end up flying off of the treadmill and up against, slammed into a wall or something.
I do not need to be dancing on a treadmill in any form or fashion.
Oh, it's there. I got the groove on, because it's just, I hear you.
Me trying to do a TikTok video on the treadmill is risky enough. It's very risky.
I know. I see you. I'm like, be careful, girl. Don't make a
that's
slip.
why they're 4 seconds long.
You're like, okay, here I am. Boop. There you go. It's done.
There you go.
So awesome. The working out stuff and the exercise and the consistent movement. Lisa Marie MP was one of our guests on our show. She's a nurse practitioner that owns her own practice. She's fabulous. She just started out a new group online about more geared towards women, geared towards, the health component of things. And I also will probably put the link down into the episode outline so people can check out her new thing that she's going and join her Facebook group. She's such a wealth of knowledge. And the wonderful thing about it is that she has just a whole different take than going to your doctor and saying, hey, this is wrong, and so on. She's like saying, hey, let's get to the root of it. And let's, when your muscles are sore, you're not gaining, or you are gaining and you should be losing. And, because of the metabolism stuff, because of the serotonin stuff, because of all the shifts that happen when we start to lose those functional things that happen in our body as we're getting older. And she's such a trustworthy, really well-known nurse practitioner that she's been treating women for such a long period of time. So I encourage everybody to check out her stuff as well. So you don't need to look like a fitness influencer, but you just need to keep moving and keep cute and keep sweaty.
Keep consistent.
What is your absolute favorite go-to when it comes to your after workout situation? Do you have any kind of reward during the week when you're like, okay, I put in a good week? Do you have a cheat day? Do you do something with that? Is that a thing for you?
It has been in the past. I haven't gotten there yet just because I'm so motivated right now. I don't feel like I need a cheat day yet, but I'm sure I will. I used to do it on Friday nights. On Friday nights for 2 hours, I could eat whatever I wanted. Oh, now, it wasn't always the best idea. But sometimes I didn't eat, crazy bad during my 2 hours. But it did give me something to look forward to and kept the motivation up. So I might try that again soon. But right now, I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
So good. The cheat word to me is, well, you're not really cheating. So how about we reword it to like reward day?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
But doing comedy all the time, having a beer or two, if you do comedy 4 nights a week, 3 nights a week, and you drink beer, you've added 500 calories easy. Mm-hmm. And so I would say my cheat is probably that, just having a drink here and there instead of it being a meal, because I've been trying to really not drink, and I feel like it's really helped my belly area to not have those extra calories. But that's probably my reward right there.
Your reward. I think that was the thing Khloe Kardashian said. I work out so that I can eat the bad food. But your body is pencil thin now, so you can eat whatever you want, because she is like committed 4:30 every day, and she's got 2 small children at home. But she has a trainer. She's got all the things that guide her every single day. And I think, what do they say? When you're trying to create a habit, is it 3 weeks in 3 weeks, if you've done it consistently for 3 weeks, you've now created a habit, and then you formed that habit so that it'll become second nature to you. So all it takes is 3 weeks of commitment.
Well, we're
Not
about
a long
to test
time.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm right at 3 weeks. So.
You're almost at 3 weeks. I'm going to be there. Well, one day. I'm just trying to get as many bike rides in and get as many, all the things.
Well, like we talked about, teaspoon a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just
You
a
said
little bit a day. And, you know, the first time I went to the gym, I just did like 20 pounds on every machine. You could barely even tell. But like you said, I didn't want to be really sore and then get discouraged and need too much recovery time. And so I've just added weights in small increments. And yeah, you do what you can do. That's all you can do.
I think do it intentionally, just really focused on the movements, and it's all so good that we're talking today. Hope our listeners over 40, 50, 60, 70, there's tons of people out there who are super fitness buffs who believe in keeping motivated and keep moving. And that's the key to it, is just keep moving. Keep moving. If I take a vacation, I'm in the ocean nonstop. You cannot get me out of the water because I love swimming so much. So whatever your thing is, whether it's Pilates or weight training or yoga or running or whatever, dancing, just keep doing it, because it's all good for you, especially when the body is breaking down when we get old.
That's right. Use it or lose it.
Use it or lose it. Anything to add today, Charity, at all?
Stay confident. Do what you can. Do your best. Teaspoon a day. Little baby steps.
And if you're going to have a margarita, which we love, you have to work out.
That's right. You got to work out for those calories.
Because here's the interesting thing. When we're talking about the seasonal, people tend to drink more, obviously, consume more beverages during the spring and summer months because it's hot and there's a lot more barbecues and festivities and things going on. So it never hurts to stay a little more focused on making sure that that's the overconsumption, because then you got to work out twice as hard. But
if you see me start walking on the treadmill with margaritas,
I would pay you money to do that. Just so that we can.
As long as I'm not filming it, I'll do it. As long as someone else is filming it.
Do it. Okay, we're going to do our next plug for our promo. Is going to be Charity Jones is going to be on a treadmill drinking a margarita. This will set the bar.
Does it all cancel each other out if I just drink all my drinks on the treadmill?
Maybe what we should do is start a hashtag trend so that we can start getting some other people from TikTok doing the hashtag trend margaritas and treadmills or something. Great idea. Nice. Oh gosh. Well, I think that probably wraps it up for today's health journey, because we are just fitness gurus over here giving all the advice. We're doing our best. That's what we can say, because we are over 40. So I think that's a wrap. What do you think?
I think it's a wrap. I think it sounds great.
Yes. Thanks for listening today too. If Margaritas Could Talk, tag us in your workout outfits, your cozy cardio, your gym fails. We want to see it all. And remember, showing up yourself is always in style, and it's a part of self-care. So until next time, keep laughing, keep living. And remember, if life gives you lines, you
make a margarita.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow for more on your favorite listening platform. And of course, if margaritascouldtalk.com, hashtag podcastdiva, and hashtag Charity Jones Comedy. She is still out in the world, and summer's coming where you can find her in many, many places. Stay tuned for more of that. So thanks, everybody, and have a good time at the treadmill.
Yeah.
Bye.